Welcome to my home. I am Nancy Ortinau with Inspirations by Nancy, and I am here to inspire you from the inside out today. And what I would like to talk about a little bit is my tower gardens. I am a really big fan of the aeroponic tower garden that I recently purchased a year ago, and I would like to teach you how easy it is to cook from the tower garden. The tower garden that you are seeing right now, I have two in my backyard. This was taken this morning, and you can see that it's still in full bloom. It has lots and lots of tomatoes still growing on it. We're getting an average of anywhere from 6 to 8 a day. But you also see a lot of green tomatoes, and that's what we're going to deal with today, are green tomatoes, and what are you going to do with them? But on that tower, I still have it producing jalapeno peppers, wonder peppers, I have parsley growing, I have rainbow chard growing. And these are all things that I never thought that I personally would eat in my life. But since I started doing my tower garden growing, I am eating all kinds of delicious vegetables. And they're so fresh and colorful and full of vitamins and nutrients. So we're going to show you a picture of an indoor tower garden right now. This is the ones I showed you before were outdoor, which can be used indoors. This one is an indoor, and a friend of mine gave me some plants to put on because I really hadn't started planting this one. But I have some bok choy there and some lettuce. And this will grow inside with the lights. It has it runs on air, water, and mineral blend. There are no soil involved, and you can grow all year round. My husband and I did that this year. On my counter here, I'm going to walk around here, because these are the plants that we started just 10 days ago. It was a week ago Sunday. You can see they've already sprouted. We put the seeds in the rock wool, and then we keep them well watered. I usually have them in the window. I pulled them here for today. But these are the type of things that I'm trying to grow this winter. I have garden peas in there. I have sugar peas, celery. I have Swiss chard. I have Tiny Tim tomatoes. You can grow tomatoes on this as long as you use a determinate tomato. I also have all different kinds of lettuces and salad, arugula, kale, snowball, cauliflower. Now, something that I have learned growing on the tower is cauliflower leaves are edible. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And I didn't know that because they don't sell them in the store, but boy, they're chock full of nutrition for you. I also put in more wonder peppers because those will be depleted outside. And then I did some baby greens. So this indoor tower has an area for baby greens. So I have going to try some baby greens that are supposed to be so chock full of all those vitamins and nutrition we need. I even put some green beans on here. I have cilantro, basil, sage, dill, parsley. It's incredible what you can grow on these towers. Now, I want to share something with you because today we're going to be cooking with some basil. And I purchased this basil at the grocery store yesterday, and see how limp and yucky it is. My basil has been depleted outside, and I've started my new seeds. I'm very disappointed in how limp this is, not very green. So when you grow on a tower, these vegetables come out full of real deep, rich green colors, which is what I am just thrilled about. But I just kind of want to share that with you, that the quality is not quite there sometimes at the grocery store. Now, this is the time of year that everybody's done gardening and they have all these green tomatoes left. This is a small amount of tomatoes that we picked yesterday, and you saw how many were still out there on the towers. So I decided it was time for me to start learning how to cook with green tomatoes. I don't want fried green tomatoes. I don't want fried food. It makes my stomach feel yucky now since I've changed my eating habits and I'm eating healthier. So we have decided this is a grilled tomato recipe that we're going to show you today. And it's going to be finished. When it's finished, it's going to look absolutely delicious like this. And the purpose of this is you can use it as a side dish. You can put it on, if you like hamburgers, you can add it as right on your hamburger, as part of your hamburger if you want. It's going to be chock full of all kinds of flavor. So what we did is we took our green tomatoes and we slice them up to about a 1/4 inch thick. So you can see I just weighed out my tomatoes here, and I just started chopping or slicing, I shouldn't say chopping, from the back. And we just sliced up some slices here, and we're going to marinate these in a delicious sauce. I'm going to throw those in there. We don't waste anything in our house, just so you know, because when there's food around, we find a reason to cook with it. So we are going to make, my marinade. So we're just going to take like 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a tablespoon of soy sauce. So you can put that into the bowl here. I probably should pull that up so you can see. Just a teaspoon of brown sugar. Sometimes that little sugar takes a little bite out of things. We're going to add just some little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Now you want to be careful as to how spicy you want that. It depends on your flavor. Now the garlic, it calls for 3 cloves. But when I went and got garlic yesterday, look at how big that is. That is like a huge garlic. So I'm only using 2 today. So we're going to put the 2 cloves of garlic in here. What else do we need in here? Oh, a little salt to taste. We always need just a pinch of salt. I don't use a lot of salt because it's not good for our blood pressure, but you need a little bit for flavor. And I think I'm going to mix this up. And then when this is ready, I'm going to add the green peppers to it. A little lump from our brown sugar there. And we're going to just mix this together. And there's no rhyme or reason. You can't, you're just coating this really nicely. All these green peppers. Oh, did I call them peppers? I called them peppers. My husband just corrected me. Sorry, guys. This is going to turn into a comedy act now. Sorry about that. So the green peppers are now being coated. Green tomatoes are being coated with the sauce. And my husband's going to be a doll and get me his rack that he grills on. Okay. I got to put him to work, guys. If he's going to be around to eat this, he has to taste it. So I'll put it on here. And so we just use a grilling rack like this because it has a lot of protection there. We grill a lot of our vegetables, a lot of vegetables. So he takes this outside for me and sticks it on the grill. And then we have these wonderful tomatoes. It must be the color doing that to me, you think? We just line them up, and then he's going to take this outside. I'm going to tell you a secret. We made a batch ahead of time, and he already tasted it, and he's really a fan of this. So we're having more for dinner tonight. So I'll hand that off to you and your grilling rack. Now he's going to take that outside, and he is going to grill those. When he brings them back in, we are just going to layer them in a bowl. And this is all there is to it. I'm trying to get you in the camera. We layered that, and we just sprinkled on a 1/4 cup of basil leaves. And basil is such a refreshing herb to use. I even throw it in my salads because I think it tastes so delicious. And then we sprinkled it with a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And actually, I'm going to stick a little more on here. I might have to call the boss back in to sample this. So you want to sample this, Rick? I know I was going to make him come back in before he was done out there. But this is a grilled green tomato recipe, even though I called them peppers the whole time. You guys can, just put your little comments in there because I called them by the wrong name. And, on the recipe, it just says it to put this like on a side dish, stick it on top of your hamburgers. I just can't imagine anything fresher, and no waste from anything from your garden. That's the most important thing is you just don't want to waste food nowadays. And you can just be so self-sustained with your vegetables right here in your own home year round, growing your vegetables, and they're so chock full of nutrition. Now, I'm sure that you guys are going to have a lot of questions for me and want lots and lots of information. So if you just want to send me a message, you can do that. I'm waiting for him to come back in from the grill out there. You want to taste this, honey? He's a little slow these days now that he's retired. That's what life is all about. We've taken time to be retired. So message me if you would like the recipe. I can send this recipe to you. And then I can also help you with anything you need. If you have questions about a tower garden, I'm telling you, this tower garden is the funnest thing I have ever done in my life. And I am just thrilled to death with it. Okay, I guess I'm tasting these things without him because he said they were delicious. He did take a sneak taste earlier. Oh my, these are delicious. You want to taste another one?
Always.
Always? Okay, here you go. So I think that using the less amount of garlic was good because these were so big. I think it's fantastic, and I could so see this sitting on a hamburger. Couldn't you?
Yeah. That or instead of side dish with anything else.
Yeah, this is really good. I will confess that when I bought my tower garden, it was for me, and he has taken it over. So we bought a second one so I could have one to grow on. He's taken it over. The indoor one is mine. And in addition, you can also grow flowers on your tower garden. So I have this recipe to share with you. Send me a message. I'm anxious to send it to you and talk to you. If you have any recipe you would like to share with me, I'd be happy to do it online here. We're going to do this weekly. And I am looking forward to doing this every week and entertaining you. I think he wants another bite. He's hovering over me. What do you guys think? Here you go. I would like you for tuning in today and listening to Cooking with Nancy O, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great week, guys.